roll out. Shake it like a future meal, shake it, shake it. Now I'm on my game as I go out. Wait, hold up, I almost forgot. What? Gotta bring it back before I hit the spot. Right. Foul makers definitely stopping on my list. Gotta get my fatty asses from the power of the fish. Okay, it's a situation. So what did I do? How to regulate your competition? Irritation led to medical evaluation. Finally, the culmination. Fibergy's the revelation. Now I feel like a brand new me. Pro flapping off a pussy, yeah, it's got to be. All this in my body that you just can't see. I told you before, I got you started. I got you started. Everybody can see. Everybody sing it with me. I got you singing. Everybody feeling the beat. I got you singing. I got you in. That's why I'm feeling complete. Everybody can sing. I got you singing. It's mega, it's hectic now. Boosted up, we're flapping now. It's sunset, while makeup. Good resting while we sit. It's moving up, gotta be deep. Can't go, it's that's my style. It's nutrient, it's biology. It's directly inside of me. I got you inside me. Inside of me. And everybody can see. Inside of me, inside of me. I got you energy. Inside of me. I got you inside of me. Everybody see me. I got you inside of me. Everybody. I got you inside of me. I got you energy. That's why I'm feeling complete. Everybody can see. I got you inside of me. I got you inside of me. Yeah. Everybody can see. I got. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Your Health and Usana. So this morning we'll be talking about, of course, one of our best-selling products. We have our policy, and we have invited, of course, one of the members of the research and development team from Usana. And later on, you will get to know more about her. But before we start, I would like to remind everybody to please rename yourself to your name, switch off your microphones and cameras, and if you agree with the speakers, so please type it into the chat room. So participate actively. I highly encourage you to participate actively for our training. So again, I am Mariel Perdila and I'm one of the corporate pharmacists of Usana Philippines, and I'll be hosting this training for you. So before we start, I would like, of course, to acknowledge the presence of our very own Dr. Rolando Madela for joining our training this morning. Hi, Doc. Good evening to you there in Salt Lake City. And we're really happy that you were able to join our call. And we appreciate your support for our training. And I know you're all very excited to hear all about what we will be talking about this morning. So let me introduce to you our product system specialist from Usana Research and Development. We have Sandra Buaben. So Sandra has been with Usana since 2016, and she produces or gathers substantiation for claims being made via local and international markets. So um, my Usana family, let us all welcome Sandra Buabeng. Hi, Sandra.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Oh man, I'm so excited to be here with you all. You know, when I was in the waiting room, I was dancing and it reminded me of convention. I can't wait to share a space with all of you safely. So thank you for the introduction.
And we hope to see you real soon, Sandra. And thank you very much for having this training for us. So we're really excited to know more about policy with you. So take it away.
Of course. And I want to say thank you to you and Dr. Mandela for facilitating everything. And I'm excited to start. So we're going to be talking about policy. I'll start by sharing my screen with you all. Okay. Kumusta po kayo? You know, I tried to Google good morning and I said I will not embarrass myself in front of you all. So I'll stick with Kumusta po kayo? And thank you for having me here, and good morning to you all. As Mariel described, I am an R&D specialist. I've been working there since 2016. And what I do, as she mentioned, is that I vet out and look for substantiation for claims being made through our local, which is the US, and also our international teams. And because of that, because I've been doing that for a while, I believe that there is strong and ample and transparent evidence that helps us tell a telling story of policy and what it does for us, and the effectiveness and the purpose of policy. This will be targeted in 3 highlights. I'll be talking about why we have policy, and also the formula itself and the benefits. And then with follow-up questions, you can email me, or I'll prompt the Ask the Scientist page for you guys to look at the scan or type it into your web browser. So let's begin with why policy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Well, why policy? Policy is for the prevention and treatment of vitamin C deficiency, and we have a formula that supports that. Though deficiency is kind of rare, it does still happen. I would say about 7% of people do have a vitamin C deficiency. So that is, let's say, 1 in 20 people that have a vitamin C deficiency, especially if there's a lack of resources to getting produce. It's sometimes through deserts, there is a probability that someone could have a vitamin C deficiency. And what happens with low vitamin C deficiency or symptoms of it is muscle pain and poor immunity and keratosis, which looks like chicken skin. It doesn't look really pretty. Mood disorder, chronic inflammation, stress, a whole bunch of infections or inflammation. So our policy is pretty popular. It is in 3 of our Usana products. It is in our Booster C600, it is in proflavonol, and it's also in our Cell Essentials. So policy is pretty popular and pretty needed and known, and I like to acknowledge that for you all. Okay, now let's talk about the policy formula itself. It was developed to promote bioavailability. And what I mean by that is it's promoted to stay in our plasma for higher levels for a longer period of time. And I'll talk to you more about what I mean by that. It also was to help reduce the stomach upset that comes with purely absorbic acid. And apart from vitamin C, we also have different minerals and bioflavonoids. We have citrus bioflavonoid, which is our hesperidin. We have quercetin, and we have rutin. And of course, I'll talk more about those really important and powerful antioxidants in our policy formula. And flavonoids are molecules that are found in the pigment of vegetables and the pigment of fruit. So think the pigment of this has flavonoids. Hope you can see this. Okay, so in our policy, it's suggested that adults take 2 to 4 tablets. It's 120 tablets total, and we have 600 milligrams of vitamin C in our policy. We have 65 milligrams of citrus bioflavonoid, hesperidin. We have 7 milligrams, I believe, of the vitamin C, 7 milligrams of the rutin, and then 3 milligrams of quercetin. Let's continue. Okay, so our policy has a blend, which is the minerals that comes with ascorbic C, the vitamin C. We have calcium, magnesium, potassium, and zinc ascorbates. And this is a way the reason why we put this together is that, once again, we want to make sure we don't upset the stomach, right? And it's also to help support immune function and contribute to healthy connective tissue. Our very own Kenny Tan, who's the Senior Manager of Asian Health and Science Education, created a way for us to memorize this minerals. He used camps. So think of camp, but with the Z at the end, right? So we have our calcium, which is our Ca. We have our magnesium, our potassium, and our zinc. So those are the minerals. I think that's the best way to describe it is saying camps. Hopefully that can help you memorize what is in our poly C blend. Now let's talk more about what it actually does in the blood levels. Okay, so we know that it stays in the blood longer than ascorbic acid alone. And I'll explain the chart to you in a minute, but let's talk about the in-house study that we did at Usana. We found that this formula effectively raises levels of vitamin C in the body for a longer period of time, equal to the amount of ascorbic acid alone, which was 1,200 milligrams for the poly C and then 1,200 milligrams for the ascorbic acid. Results show that the poly C delivered more vitamin C to the bloodstream and that they were consistently higher than the ascorbic. If you look here at the chart, we see that at a period of 2 to 6 hours that the vitamin C levels are higher than ascorbic acid alone. The poly C is in the orange. The bottom is the time, the trend, 0 to 10 hours. And to our left, we have the plasma levels. We see that between 2 and 6 hours, the big difference over here, almost close to 140. So we see that our product works, and it works well. We're going to talk more about the actual study that was done. Okay, so Alexander Roboski and John Plumo put together a double-blind placebo over at Usana at our headquarters in Utah. And the way they did this is they took 19 healthy volunteers. Subjects were randomly assigned to take ascorbic acid or poly C. I think it was 9 to poly C and then 10 to the ascorbic acid group. And they were both given the same amount, the 1,200 milligrams, as I mentioned before. And we saw that how the poly C group levels were way higher compared to the ascorbic group over a 10-hour period. And we saw the difference were prominent. So we are concluding here that the forum supplement, the standpoint of bioavailability, poly C is superior to pure ascorbic acid as a supplementary source of vitamin C. I do want to say that poly C is just for, as I mentioned, the treatment or prevention of a deficiency. We're never using it to cure any illnesses or chronic illnesses for that matter, no colds, no flus. It's just a way to support and maintain our normal overall wellness. Okay, let's talk about vitamin C. Why do we need it? Well, we have 600 milligrams of vitamin C in our product. Remember, we're taking it 2 to 4 times suggested with food. The reason why is because it's an essential micronutrient. It's essential micronutrient. It's a cofactor. It plays many roles in our body as a catalyst, and it's required as a normal metabolic function in our body. Our body does not make vitamin C naturally, so we do need that from our supplements. We do need that in our diet from foods. It's suggested to take vitamin C, especially if you do physical activity or if you're exposed to cold temperature. Right now in Utah, you see I'm wearing the sweater. There was snow outside. We had a snowstorm. So it's important to take vitamin C throughout. Also, what I really found really interesting is that if you smoke or are exposed to secondhand smoke, you possibly could have lower vitamin C levels. And that is because, well, we have vitamin C as an agent to protect us. And that smoke depletes that shield, which the antioxidants provide to protect us from the damage of free radicals. So that I found was pretty interesting, that smoking can cause depletion of vitamin C. But we are the healthiest family, so I think we're okay on that. Let's continue. Hope you guys are all doing well. let's talk more about vitamin C. We know that it's a proven antioxidant, as I mentioned before. It helps maintain good health and immunity, and it supports a normal physiological function. Studies also show that consuming more vitamin C can increase your blood antioxidant levels to 30% by working against free radicals, therefore protecting your cells. And what I mean when I say free radicals is that free radicals are unstable molecules that may cause cellular damage when the levels become too high, and that's when illnesses come in. And that's why our policy is so important to us, because it helps with the prevention of and treatment of that deficiency. More vitamin C. We can't get enough vitamin C here. It's also important. The vitamin C plays many roles. As I mentioned, it helps with heart health by maintaining blood vessel, by widening the blood vessels, and therefore supporting nitric acid production. Okay, and we need collagen. Vitamin C actually does it. It produces collagen. Collagen is a main component of connective tissue that makes up 1% to 2% of our muscle tissue. And obviously, we need our iron. Vitamin C supports iron that is poorly absorbed from our diet. And we need iron because it's essential, right? It helps carries oxygen throughout our blood. So vitamin C, man, it's amazing in every way. And I'm so happy that we get to have this policy. And I get to, explain to you guys just all the benefits of vitamin C, what it can do for us. Okay, well, where can we find vitamin C? Obviously in our policy formula, but when it comes to food, it is a water-soluble vitamin, and it can be found in many fruits and vegetables. So our oranges, our strawberries, our kiwi, bell peppers, our broccoli, kale, or spinach, all the good, yummy produce. I happen to eat all of these, so I feel really good about that. So it is important to eat a variety of rainbow-colored food. Get 2 servings of fruit and 5 servings of vegetables daily when you can, because it provides a wide range of vitamins and minerals. That's super important for all of us and our immunity. Now we've talked about vitamin C, I would like for us to move on to quercetin, because we also have that as part of our blend. It's one of the bioflavonoids. It also functions as an antioxidant. So you're getting the theme. The theme here is antioxidants, and antioxidants are so important to us when it comes to our free radicals. Quercetin is a flavonoid. It is one of the most abundant kind of antioxidants, and it supports immunity by binding to and neutralizing free radicals, and maintains general wellness and supports exercise, endurance, physical endurance. And I want to talk to you guys about a study that I saw. In an 8-week study, there was 50 women who had quercetin. And what results showed later was that their inflammation markers reduced tremendously compared to those who received the placebo. And then also it helps with heart health. So maintains and supports normal cardio function. Now, typically when I look and I vet for substantiation, I always look for double-blind placebos, clinical studies, just significant well-known journals that can help me to support what marketing is saying. And then there's just so much to say about quercetin and vitamin C and rutin and hesperidin. So we do have our in-house, and then other clinical studies that support the formula. Okay, so with, let's see. With the quercetin and heart health, we saw in a test tube study, not at Usana, I'll just throw that out there, in a study, that the compound appeared to have a supporting effect on blood vessels. So quercetin included in this just provides optimal support for our immunity here. And most likely you consume quercetin, possibly in your everyday diet. Most individuals consume some amount of quercetin from fruit and vegetables and green tea. If you talk to Dr. Mandela, I drink tea a lot. I love tea. actually think I have too much tea. I drink about I drink about 3 to 5 cups of tea a day. It's a lot of tea. I drink green tea. I drink turmeric tea, which is a great anti-inflammatory, antioxidant tea. So I love my tea. So you can get quercetin through your green tea, your red wine, your coffee, your capers, grains. It is the most abundant flavonoid in our diet, and it's estimated that the average person consumes about 10 to 100 milligrams of it daily through various food sources, as I mentioned. Now, let's talk about rutin. Okay. Rutin, again, another flavonoid that functions as an antioxidant. Okay. It supports and maintains normal immunity, produces collagen, and uses vitamin C to help with that, and it aids in normal circulation. So normal circulation is just making sure that your blood is circulating from your heart to your brain and your extremities, and that you don't have poor circulations. And we have 7 milligrams of rutin in our product. And we can get rutin from apples, fig, grains, tomato stalks, and green tea. This is where we consume rutin from, and other sources as well. Okay. And then our last ingredient is hesperidin. And I recall we have 65 milligrams of this citrobiflavonoid in our product. It also acts as an antioxidant. It helps protect the brain, okay? And once again, when I say citrus biflavonoids, I'm talking about oranges, grapefruit, lemons, tangerines. They all contain hesperidin, which is also available in a supplement form. And when I say that hesperidin acts as an antioxidant and protects the brain, it can help preserve brain function by fighting against plaque buildup. And what that means is that when plaque buildup, we have protein buildup that can interfere with brain cell communication, which then can cause poor cognitive health. So this is important for us, that hesperidin can help us and maintain healthy cognitive function, which then can support a healthy memory function. Okay. Now, this is it. So this was concise and straight to the point. And I just want to let you guys know that Poly-C provides essential foundation of optimal vitamin C, and it's a powerful or needed antioxidant that supports brain immunity. And then also, if you have any questions, you can email me at sandra.wabbing@usanainc.com, or you can get the full science on Poly-C by visiting askthescientist.com for further follow-up questions. But I did have a great pleasure of learning about Poly-C with you all. It is my favorite, and I'm happy I get to share some thoughts and just information about it with you all. If you do have some questions, you can go ahead and put it into the chat room, and or you can email me, as I mentioned. Let me know. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Sandra, for sharing all of that information with us. I'm sure our associates were really able to learn more about policy and more about, of course, the ingredients and what are the benefits that they will be getting from our policy. So I have seen one question in our group chat. So what is the recommended dosage for our policy? So here in the Philippines, we recommend it at least 2 times a day. 2 times a day. We have, as mentioned by Sandra, we have 600 milligrams of vitamin C found in each tablet. So if you're taking it for at least 2 times a day, you'll be getting 1,200 milligrams of vitamin C. All right. So if you have any further questions, you can send an email to sandra.puabeng@usanainc.com, and she'll be happy to assist you with your queries all about policy and all about the products of Usana. So, Sandra, before we end our training this morning, do you have any last few words for our viewers?
Oh, I just want to tell you guys I'm so grateful to be here with you all. Yeah, and that it was really nice sharing this policy. I know it was pretty concise and straight to the point, and that's why I like Poly-C. It's just there. You have all the information there. So thank you for allowing me to be there with you. Not really, but virtually at least.
Alright, thank you so much also, Sarah. We're very grateful to have you here in the Philippines for our training, and we look forward for more training with you. So thank you very much to all of our attendees this morning via Zoom and also via Facebook Live. So I hope you had a great day. Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye!
Bye. Take care, everybody. Akala ko noon walang pag-asang